The new Black Wall Street. Do it right, build wealth, live life, economic empowerment, real tips, insight on the new Black Wall Street. It's on the new Black Wall Street. Here's your host. The new Black.
All right, man. Top of the morning to you, beautiful people. Thanks so much for joining us here today for another episode from New Black Wall Street, the Money and Power Show for crypto in the morning. And we're broadcasting live here on Thursday, December 2nd. And hopefully, you guys have had a wonderful week. And you'll continue to look at that crypto market saying, man, I can find some stuff on sale, because that's exactly what I'm thinking right now as I'm looking to continue to accumulate, right, and build wealth over time, man. I'm your host, ERGJ, your certified global financial educator, CEO of ERGJ Enterprises, the Black Bazaar, and international bestseller of the book, The Black Billionaires Club. I want to welcome you guys to today's show. Man, while you guys are connecting, man, hit the like button, share button, follow button, subscribe button. Let us know if you're catching this on a replay as well, hashtag replay. And let us know where you're connecting from, what city, what state, what country, what country you might be connected from here this morning. We're broadcasting across the world wide world from our virtual studios here in Decatur, Georgia. That's right, Decatur, where it's greater. I'd love to know just how far our reach is here this morning. How far did we connect all over the globe? Because we're global, just like crypto. And if you are a believer that crypto is a tool that you can use for financial freedom, which is to help you get out of debt, get rich, and build wealth, put in the console hashtag crypto. That's right, hashtag crypto. Good morning to you. Play to win. Miss Angela Jenkins is in the house. Thanks so much for joining us here today on the Money and Power Show for crypto in the morning. Now, guys, I realize I have been forgetting one key component to the show, which is our daily motivation for African-American success. That's right, daily motivation for African-American success from Mr. Dennis P. Kimbrough. And so we're going to catch us a little episode of this here today. What our title is, Have You Decided? Have you decided? Martin Luther King, MLK Jr. said this. He said, if a man hasn't discovered something that he will die for, he isn't fit to live. If a man hasn't discovered something that he will die for, he isn't fit to live. Let's find out what Mr. Kimbrough has for us today for our daily motivation. A little boy was told by his doctor that he could save his sister's life by giving her blood. Her sister was near death, a victim of a rare disease from which the boy had made a miraculous recovery. Her only chance for survival was a blood transfusion from someone who had conquered the illness. After a series of tests, the boy was found to be the ideal donor. Johnny, would you like to share your blood with Mary? The doctor asked. The child hesitated, somewhat frightened. Then he smiled and said, sure, Doc, I'll give my blood to my sister. The two children were wheeled into the operating room. Mary, pale and thin, Johnny, robust and the picture of health. Neither spoke, but when their eyes met, Johnny grinned. As his blood siphoned into Mary's veins, new life seemed to come into her tired body. The ordeal was nearly over when Johnny's brave little voice broke the silence. Say, Doc, when do I die? It was only then that the doctor realized what his moment of hesitation meant. Little Johnny actually thought that his giving blood and to his sister, he was giving up his life. He had made his decision, and he was willing to live by it. People may think decisions require complex thought. Actually, most decision making is simple. The choices we face are not what should I do next, but should I do the specific thing or not? Life is mostly a series of small decisions. Each decision is a natural consequence of earlier choices. For example, Alcoholics Anonymous doesn't counsel drinkers never to take another drink. That's a daunting step. Rather, it teaches members to make small adjustments that lead to significant lifestyle changes. Everybody putting console small adjustments. Small adjustments that lead to significant lifestyle changes. Not to take a drink that day. It is often the small decisions that are most important and lead to the biggest changes and breakthroughs in our life. And here is our affirmation of the day. And it simply goes this, repeat after me or type this in the comments below. I will make strong decisions and stick with them. I will make strong decisions and stick with them. How many guys have made a decision, right? You made a decision on cryptocurrency. You made a decision on Bitcoin. You made a decision on Ethereum. You have made basically every decision that's led to pretty much the entirety of your life. And you can ask yourself these questions like, are you are you sticking with? Are you comfortable? Are you do you really like the results that you have gotten from the decisions that you made? Right? And that's in every area of your life. Well, in this show, we talk about financial decisions. We talk about investment decisions and the decisions that you make that you plan to stick to. Now, many people simply don't make a decision to invest. They say it's too risky. Well, I say not investing is pretty risky because you don't give yourself an opportunity to let your money work hard for you. You're going to always be working hard forward. Well, those are decisions. Those are small adjustments. And I tell you, as I've learned more, right, I've made better decisions. As I've educated myself, I've made better financial decisions. How about you? I'm no longer, as a matter of fact, these are some of the small decisions that I make. You know, I sit here and I go to the grocery store. I go to the gas station, right? I got to get gas. Because I got to move around city, right? But when I go into the quick trip, I got a lot of decisions to make because there's a whole bunch of stuff in there. I'll be like, yeah, I think I want to get that. I want to eat that. I want some cookies. I want some pizza. You know, I want some donuts, whatever else I want, right? But I make those decisions and say, nope, I'm not going to get that because I got stuff at the house. So why don't I just mosey on along to the house and eat the food that I bought for the week and bypass all that extra stuff? Because my decision is to invest. My decision is to put as much money as possible, right, that I can afford to, into a place where it go make money for me. That way, 5 years from now, 10 years from now, I'm no longer hustling, right? I'm relaxing. I'm chillaxing. I'm Netflixing and chilling because my money is doing all the work, right? I will make strong decisions and stick to them. That's right, man. We got to bring this back. This is important. This is important stuff. We got to have on this show daily motivations for African-American success by my brother Dennis P. Kimbrough, who writes all of the wealth books, right? All the wealth books that encourage Black folk to win with money. What's going on, James Smith? How are you out of Buffalo, New York? Is in the hizzy. Play to win is in the house. Good morning to you, Miss Morrow. Miss SLC has joined us as well. Small adjustments you make. Well, let's get right on with the show, guys. Hopefully that was inspiring, encouraging, right? Help you guys get started on your Thursday. Let's find out what's going on in the world of crypto. Of course, got to let you guys know some of the things that are available to you. You'll find all these links in the description if you're on Facebook or YouTube. Got classes. I offer consultations. We got a club available to you. We got links to all of these different places you can go get started with crypto, grow your crypto, protect your crypto, all that good stuff. And we got a special deal going on for our classes, right? You go to that link and then you use the code that's in the description and you can take 50% off, right? Any class that's in our university right now. We got another class coming out pretty soon. It's going to be on crypto real estate. You're not going to get 50% off of that one, but what's in there right now, you can take 50% off. Choose one class, 50% off. That's available to you. Man, go ahead and educate yourself, man. Here's my mentor told me. My mentor, Mr. Jim Rohn, taught me that formal education will make me a living. That's what it did, right? It made me a living. It helped me to pay the bills. I was smart enough to get a job and pay the bills. But he said that self-education, right, will make you a fortune. Now, I spent a lot of time over the past 10 years learning, not necessarily teaching myself, but choosing where to go, choosing where to put myself to be able to learn things like investing. I started with stock investing, and then I found crypto, and I said crypto seems to be a little bit more, a little bit riskier, but a little bit more growth potential. So I made that my growth strategy. I still got my stocks over there doing what they're doing, and I'm just doing multiple streams. Everybody putting down multiple streams. There's ways you can get multiple streams of crypto as well, plenty of ways. And one of the things that I do, I like passive income because it helps my mind to be at ease during times like this when, everything seems to be kind of down. Like, what's going on? Well, hey, guys, it's time for you to accumulate. It's a good time for you to begin to accumulate, right? More and more crypto. Everybody put that also accumulate, right? It's got good time to accumulate. Now, we see a fear greed index, how people are feeling in the market. We see that we're down to 32. We're down to 34 yesterday. Still not extreme fear, right? So people are not super, super scared right now. They're just, what's going on with policy, regulation, with the Omicron, what is going on? People don't really know what's going on. Well, I don't know what's going on either, but I do know I'm going to be grabbing up some of this stuff while it's on sale. I like a good sale. I like shopping when things are on sale, and we'll take a look and see some of this stuff as well here today. We'll take a look and see what's going on here in the crypto market. Going over coinmarketcap.com, get a little review of what's happening over the past 24 hours, what's happened over the past few weeks. We'll just look at 24 hours today because we looked at weeks, a couple weeks. Now, I did go ahead and secure some stuff today before it drops. But look at this, man. Look at all of this red. I mean, my goodness. Over the past 24 hours, a lot of stuff been going on. I guess I need to scroll on up to the top. I've been looking at some stuff. But anyway, we see, guys, that there are now over 15,000 cryptocurrencies that have been created that are in the market for us to select from. Of course, some of them are much harder to get to than others, but 15,000 nonetheless, 436 exchanges. Bitcoin, which is very interesting, is now, you know what, at one point in time, Bitcoin supremely dominated the market. At one point in time, Bitcoin represented about 70% of the total crypto market as far as money in the space. Now it's down to 41%, right? Also, Ethereum's at 20%. Ethereum is actually boosted up. So there's been more money, new money that's been going into Ethereum in relation to what's been going on into Bitcoin, right? So, and then obviously Ethereum has actually risen, has grown, or got a greater pace, greater clip than Bitcoin over this past year. But those two coins themselves make up 60% of the market. So the rest of the entire 15,000 coins make up 40%. Two coins, Bitcoin and Ethereum, make up 60% of the market. Currently, this is why, guys, you can't, to pass up on Bitcoin and Ethereum, I would say is pretty unwise. Not that these other tokens can't get you some profits, some short-term results, but it's clear that big money, right, the smart money, is in Bitcoin and Ethereum, and then other money is taking chances with other things to kind of bring in more profit as well. Okay, now Bitcoin is at 56,000 today. Now you don't have to have $56,000 to invest in Bitcoin. Someone thought that when they reached out to me the other day. No, you don't. Right? You can buy fractional shares. You can buy what you can afford. I started with $100, guys. I started with $100. I wanted to test it out. Once I realized I could buy a little bit, just like you can with stocks sometimes. I bought a little bit, and I just been growing it ever since. So you don't have to have these big audacious numbers to get started, but you do have to get started in order to have big audacious numbers. Let me say that again for the people in the back. You don't have to have big audacious numbers to get started, okay? But you do have to start in order to have big audacious numbers. How many guys grab that concept, right? Right? You might have started. How many in the comments? But I love for you to share when you got started in Bitcoin or crypto or whatever it is that you got started. How much did you start with? I started with $100 4 years ago. 4 years ago, I started with $100. I was testing the market. I didn't know what I know today. I didn't understand what I understand today. Well, 4 years ago, I got started with $100, and then now we are, we doing pretty nice. We went from 3 figures to 6 figures, growing it over time, right? Believing, having faith, right? Faith is the evidence of things unseen, right? Right? I didn't see it at the time, but I believed in it, right? So I put my money where my mouth was. Some of us, we waited until we saw it. We waited until we saw Bitcoin at 50,000 before we start believing. It's okay, right? But that's not real faith. that's reality, right? Right. So I started with $100. I would say the same thing to somebody that came with me. Hey, if you got $100 to start with 100. You got 50 to start with 50. You got 25 to start with 25. The thing is, do you want to get started? That's what it comes down to. Do you want to start? Not no matter how much you start with, but if you start. That's kind of how that works. But anyway, so Bitcoin's at 56,000. It's down, 2%. The whole market is pretty much down over the, pretty much, I wouldn't say down. I would say pretty much flat. Let's see here, it's down 1.2, almost 2% over the past 24 hours. That's representing the whole market. Ethereum's down 4%. It had pushed up, getting close to its all-time high. But see, Ethereum's still up. Even though it's down today, Ethereum is up 520% for the year. 500%. So if you've been in Ethereum since the beginning of the year, since January 1st, your investment is up 500%, although it might be down 4% over the past 24 hours. This is the power of like long-term, zoom out, look out, all that good stuff, right? So Tether is a stable coin. It's going to stay there at 0. Solano's now is up 1%. It's up 12,000% since the beginning of the year. Now, at the beginning of the year, many people didn't hear about Solana, didn't know about Solana. It wasn't a real big thing back at the beginning of the year. But just know it has grown 12,000% year to date. Cardano's been out for a while. It's up 6% over the past 24 hours. It's up 866% for the year. So although you might feel a little short-term, hurt, 866% for the year, you feeling pretty spicy. XRP, right? A coin that's a little difficult to get right now. They're still going through the SEC lawsuit and all that good stuff, whatever. It's still up 300% for the year. So here's the thing. We got New Year's coming up, by the way, right? In another month, we'll be at another New Year's resolution. And I'm wondering what people are going to choose, right? What people are going to choose to do for their New Year's resolution. Will this be the year that they finally decide I'm going to get started investing in whatever it is they decide to invest in? And maybe I get started and I give it a whole year. Just let me give it a whole year, not a month, not a week. Let me give it a year and see what happens. That's kind of everybody putting out, so see what happens. Sometimes it's what you got. Sometimes it's what you got to do. Sometimes you simply have to just decide to see what happens and then be surprised with the results. And then when you get the good results, you be like, I like that. I like the way that felt. Let me do that again. All right. I love the way that felt right there. I just tried something new for myself. It worked out. Okay, let me do that again. Polkadot's down 5% for past 24 hours, up 300% for the year. Dogecoin, right? Avalanche, these both up 3,000% for the year. All right, so I'm saying, so we still have, oh my goodness, we still have, oh Lord, we still have some great stuff going on. Hey guys, I am so sorry. I actually have an emergency that I'm going to need to get to. One of my friends just had their car broke down. So anyway, I am going to go take care of them. So I'm going to have to bounce. But anyway, you guys see what's going on here with crypto. I have got to bounce. I got to get up out of here. I'm so sorry. It's an emergency. But anyway, I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Take a look at the crypto thing. I did want to cover Square real quick. They changed their name to Block. We'll cover that tomorrow probably. So anyway, I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Real short episode for us today. This is very important news, though. Square changed their name, but I am going to go take care of my homie and see if I can help them out. You guys have an absolutely fantastic, wonderful day. Remember this, man. It takes a village. It starts with us. Let's build as we climb together. I'm out.